Hello, hello, and welcome to a Thanksgiving special episode of Ramblings from Two Meddling Kids. I'm one of your hosts, Edward Hunt, and this is my friend,
Mike Cunningham.
And we are the Meddling Kids. Today, on this Thanksgiving Day, we will be reviewing Thankskilling. It's quite the movie, to say the least. For those of you just joining us, thank you for joining us on Thanksgiving or, around the time when this drops. Or if you just want a quick review, what we do is give a spoiler-free review. That is, if you haven't seen the movie, but you want to know our thoughts on it, listen to the first 5-10 minutes. We'd love for you to stay that long or longer, and we'll just tell you what we think of it, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to see it. From there, we'll give a brief plot summary, and then we'll give you a play-by-play for the movie, almost like you were watching the movie with us, even if you're not there, followed by a nice little outro, and there you have it. So, Mike, you ready to get started?
Sadly, yeah, for this one.
All right. Spoiler-free review, sir. Go for it.
So I'm going to give this movie a very respectful 1.5.
Nice.
Love that. I think it was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it's like, it says it's like your ultimate low-budget affair, which is fine, but it was just like, some of the logic was just stupid. Like I said, like there's certain parts where it was just like, this shit works in a cartoon, not in live action. I think there was funny parts, but it was like unnecessarily quippy. Yep. Like it was very much like a what's his name, like Freddy Krueger, Krueger or whatever. Yeah. With the quips, it was like I couldn't even write them all down. Like, no wonder I realized when you have all your damn notes.
Yeah, I have a few of them down. You're going to hear a couple of them.
But no, it was just like the acting was bad. The story was stupid. I guess the some of the characters were just like I said. It was like it would work as a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Very violent,
Scooby After Dark.
Yeah.
No, it was just really bad. I guess it was a bit enjoyable, but like I won't be doing it again. So 1.5. That's where I land. Like,
for sure.
Good.
I will say 5 out of 5, easy. No, it's the same. It's entertaining. But if you're looking at it from, is this a good movie? God, no, it's a 1. It's a 1 out of 5. You could even say it's less than a 1 out of 5. But for what it is, if you're willing to give an hour of your time to have some stupid laughs, to watch some bad acting, to watch some cheap budget like horror, it's funny. It's entertaining. I've actually watched it a few times, unfortunately. I can also say with me and some of my friends, it does hold a special place in my heart. On Thanksgiving breaks from college, we'd get together and just hang out and we'd watch this movie. So we did that a couple Thanksgivings in a row. Again, it's a terrible movie. You don't really want to hate watch it like The Room, but you do want to watch it like this sucks, but it's funny. But again, from a pure movie perspective, it's a 1 out of 5 at best. But yeah, so before we get started, just a quick word. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I can say it has been so much fun doing this podcast with Mike. This is technically episode 4, but again, it's just been a blast. Or maybe episode 5 now, if you count the Thanksgiving special as episode 5. But again, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm thankful for everyone who's been listening, who has been paying attention to our TikToks and Reels and commenting and liking them. It's been fun. And so I'm just thankful for all of that. Mike, anything you want to say?
No, I agree. I think we talked about this. It was like we literally kind of brainstormed this one random Saturday drinking.
That's us.
Yeah. At a brewery. But it was just like, it was something like, I guess that happens all the time. Like people come up with ideas, but never follow through. So it was just like, I was serious about it because I love films. I love talking about them. And to see that you were just as serious. And then we kind of just like literally one day you came over, we're watching this and this is what we're doing. And kind of just ran with it. And to see like the, how excited we are to like do this each week, to see the reception of it. Like it's been a good little run. So I'm excited for the future. So.
Yeah. I'm thankful and excited for the future and to see everything we'll be doing from here. This is episode 5, and here's to many, many, many more. And I'll be thankful for all of y'all every step of the way. All right, Mike, what's our summary for Thankskilling?
Quick and to the point, like this goddamn movie. A homicidal turkey axes off college kids during Thanksgiving break.
Thanksgiving break. All right, we open. If you have any question, we open so on the sets, it says warning, boobs in the first second, and it doesn't lie on the movie poster. You open to a topless pilgrim, that's immediately what you see. You hear screams in the background, and then she takes off running down, and of course she trips on a rock. And then you see this turkey head pop up out of nowhere, and then say, "Hey, nice tits, bitch!" And then he raises an axe, brings it down, and you don't see the axe connect, but boom, opening credits, and they have. It is like a Halloween-esque score of
even the whole opening credits.
Yeah, the whole opening
went
credits
way too long.
Yeah,
for the amount of people that actually contributed to this film.
Oh my god, it was ridiculous. It was this dumb
just
opening
to go back. So before the opening shot of his breast,
yes,
one breast. There's a typo and it says it's 1621, and it's the very first, like shortly after the very first thing.
Yes,
that is where we start.
Very first,
and then the scene breast, and I was just like, come on.
And again, it's one. And then it's a slow camera pan out, and you see the topless pilgrim woman, and then she just takes off running. And then, but while it's like, imagine Halloween, Friday the 13th kind of mismatched score, but then you hear turkey gobbling every now and then too. It's
the most non-threatening thing.
Yeah, but it's dumb. It's dumb.
That's like hearing a bunch of meowing in the
What is going on? That's how the first 3 minutes of this movie is that.
And then it jumps to present day. Like after this, so he kills her with the axe.
Yep.
And then you get all the opening credits, which, like I said, went way too long for the amount of people that actually contributed to this movie. I feel like it was at best 15.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And those credits went on for like 3 minutes. Like, like you didn't need the credit craft services.
Yeah.
But yeah, then it jumps to present day.
Yes.
And you meet your 5 main characters.
Yes.
All horror movie stereotypes.
Oh,
so you got the jock, the
Johnny,
promiscuous girl,
Allie,
the dumb best friend,
Billy.
You got the prude,
Kristen,
and then you got the nerd,
Darren.
boom, 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 boom.
And they are just, again, imagine the utmost stereotype you can imagine. Like they truly are as high of a stereotype. Like the nerd is creepy and awkward and weird. He does that all the time. Very odd. The jock is like Billy is not the jock. He's the fat one. He's dumb and rednecky. Allie is super ditzy and kind of slutty, for lack of a better word. There's Kristen, who is she's the good one in horror movie tropes. And then you have the jock who's like, to Darren, he's like, feel my muscle. First off, it's not that big of a muscle.
Not that big.
Not that big of a muscle.
I was just like, no wonder you're second string.
Yeah, exactly. He's just second string quarterback. So what they're doing is they're leaving to go home for Thanksgiving break.
They're way too excited for Thanksgiving break. Like, spring break, I get.
Yeah, but they're like, Thanksgiving break.
You'll be back in 4 days.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Like, you're leaving on a Wednesday. All right, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You'll be back. You'll be back soon.
But so like they go off and they're driving to I guess their hometowns or whatever.
Yeah, they all from the same town.
Yeah. So then you jump to
Redneck, the hermit.
The hermit.
Yes.
I thought it was General or something. But anyway, the hermit.
And his dog Flashy.
And his dog. I thought it was Flashy. I thought it was Lassie.
I'm pretty sure it's Flashy.
Okay.
I think it's Flashy. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he has a thick accent. He's a thick rednecky hermit. Yeah.
So you flash to him. He's out with his dog, and his dog starts peeing on this totem.
Yeah. So before you even get there, and this is just this movie as well, is literally when his dog runs off, he's like, "Oh, I'm just a lonely old hag." And this is like, these are the golden snippets
exposition,
of dialogue. Exposition. Yeah, he's just, I don't know. You can tell, but he's like,
how would we have known that?
How would we have known?
How would we have known?
If you didn't say, while you looked in your abandoned shack, I'm just a lonely old hag. And then
that's like some random guy in the movie was like, my wife just divorced me. I didn't know where. Like, well, now we know this information.
There you go. So Flashy runs off, starts peeing on a random totem that's buried in the dirt.
And this awakens the killer turkey. This guy. And then so you jump back to, what does he? Kill the dog?
He like pecks at the dog, but the dog, yelps. You see blood on the leaves, but you don't really see what happened.
Yes.
And then before it jumps back to the friends, it jumps back to the friends in the Jeep.
Yes.
And they're just being stupid friends.
But they do say what they're thankful for, and then you get more exposition backstory. So like Johnny's a jock who was first string or whatever. Like they're saying what they're thankful for. Like what's his name? Darren brings it up because nerd. So he first Kristen says she's like thankful for family and all stuff like that. And you find out that her dad is the sheriff of her town.
Yep.
Johnny is thankful for like football or something like that. But it was like
family.
You get backstory about like his dad taught him how to play football.
Yeah,
and he hasn't talked to his dad in like 2 weeks.
In like 2 weeks, because after he became second string, his father no longer wants to talk to him. But you also see that Allie, the ditzy one, clearly wants Johnny. Johnny wants Kristen, the good girl.
Classic love triangle.
Yeah. And then Billy and Darren will just take whatever they can get.
Yeah, Darren like Billy also brings up like his dad had died a year before or something like that. So it was like this whole Thankful for story is just like backstory for these characters.
Yeah,
but it's very like shallow,
stilted lines. They say things very off key. Yeah. It's
and then
very funny.
Darren just says he wants to go wild and have sex with someone
I don't know
in this car.
Like,
super specific guy.
He's like, I'm gonna go crazy this trip. I'm gonna have sex with someone in this car. I'm like, all right, Darren, you got to relax, buddy.
So then you say the
flash to the sheriff. Oh no, we flash to the sheriff first.
Sheriff, and like he's at his house, like his new wife or whatever.
Stepmom.
Kristen's stepmom.
Yeah, Kristen's stepmom.
He says, this coffee tastes like shit. He was like, well, it is. And she just shows that she's shit in the coffee pot.
The woman's like, well, it is. And she shows a coffee pot and it has like rubber shit. And she's like, I want a divorce. And she like storms out. And he's like, okay. And then later, Kristen and him talk on the phone. And she's like, oh, yeah, we do this. And he's like, oh, yeah, by the way, your stepmom just left me. Okay. And then just hangs up.
Yeah, so the hermit finds his dog.
Yeah.
He sees the turkey, but the turkey doesn't kill him.
Yes.
So now he has vengeance on this turkey.
Yeah, because the turkey killed the dog, and then
so like the car breaks down, and then they just decide they're gonna let it like cool down, and they're gonna just camp out for the night.
Yep.
And Darren trips over this sign, and it says Crawberg. And like so he goes to tell the group, and they're like, "The fuck does that mean, dork?"
Yeah, like dork.
Yeah. And so he tells the history of Crawberg, and it's basically it jumps back to the opening scene where I guess the indigenous people have felt they've been wronged by the Pilgrims.
Oh, Billy's ancestors.
It was Loch Langston.
It was very silly animation. It's this animation, and then even like it's like pilgrims, and Allie's like, I dated a pilgrim, and then it flashes in the animation to like a Mormon or a Jehovah's Witness, and then it says like he wasn't a pilgrim, like across. It's very dumb, but you get the background of
Langston had wronged the indigenous people, so they put a curse on all white men, and
white people.
Sorry. Yes, I'll leave these ladies out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're all going down.
So he puts a curse on white people, and he uses a turkey as the one to bring about.
He raises a turkey from the dead.
Yeah, so like he'll wake up every 505 years.
Because specific. Yeah, because that was when 505 years after 1621 is when this movie was made.
I feel like that's how I started. I was like, all right, what's today's date?
Right.
When was the first Thanksgiving? Then.
There you go. Then. Boom. Got it.
Magic.
Yeah.
Diffuse it. What happens? So, like the turkey wakes and it kills all white people it finds.
Yes.
And so they think that he's just telling that story to scare them or whatever.
Darren is telling the story to scare them.
So they go to camp out. Kristen realizes that she hasn't talked to her dad. Mm-hmm. So she goes to call him.
Yeah.
And then he tells her about her stepmom.
Yeah. By the way, she left me. All right, buddy.
And then she sees the turkey.
Yes.
And she runs.
Yeah. Well, she like screams. So because she screams and the turkey can't cover his ears, he's like, oh, stop, that hurts. Oh, God, stop, bitch. And like, what? And then she runs. And then you get the line from the turkey, I'm going to drink your blood like cranberry sauce, meanie. He calls her a meanie as well.
Language, guy.
I'm like, whoa, buddy.
So
she runs back to the group.
She runs back, tells the group, says she believes in Darren.
Yeah.
They're like, calm down, you're trying to scare her. It was very apparent, and I don't know if this is a good acting choice. For Johnny, it was like, you could tell he was really scared, but he was like trying to play the macho guy.
He was like, the ladies are scared. You're going to freak them out. Stop it.
Calm it down.
Yeah, good. You're
so just like white people, in a horror film that have been told about danger, let's all go to sleep.
Yeah, that's what everyone would do. I don't understand.
So they go to sleep. And then they wake up, and then the hermit is standing over Billy.
Because Billy's in a sleeping bag outside the tents. Yeah.
And he says, the turkey has been here, and there's like pellets. Like,
I'm your guardian angel, boy. Because there's like turkey droppings on the thing bag. He was like, turkey was about to peck your heart out, but I stopped it. And like the old hermit guy just watched over these kids for the entire evening. And then he was just like, well, I guess we should go to the town now. Again, it's not a deep, heavy movie. It's just, this scene transition is Emily will be like, well, all right, this creepy thing happened, but let's go to town.
So they head out to go back to their homes. The turkey hitchhikes. Very funny.
Yes.
So, like, he hitchhikes with a guy, and the guy says, cash, grass, or ass. Like,
ass, grass, exactly.
1970.
Yeah, very creepily.
And the turkey goes, well, I don't have any cash, so I guess it's ass. Okay, all right. And then so like the guy is like really into, once again, it's cartoon shit. Cartoon. It doesn't work in line.
It's apparently he's just like imagines he's like, well, a turkey's good enough. Or again, he thinks the turkey is also a master of disguise.
Yes,
as it comes up multiple times. We'll explain. Turkey's a master of disguise. No one truly knows the turkey. He uses his same face and voice for everything, but no one knows who he really is. But this was messed up. Turkey was like, when the guy was like, oh, I guess I'm going to get ass from this human turkey thing. The guy was like, puts a gun up to the guy. He's like, do you have any family? He's like, yeah, I have a daughter. Please don't kill me. He's like, call your daughter. So the turkey makes him call his daughter. He's like, hey, sweetie, give your mom a kiss. And then turkey blows his head off in a very poorly done CGI effects.
Like, not even CGI, just effects.
Just effects. Yeah, practical effects.
Okay, so then
the turkey takes off driving, and the hermit's in tow.
Yeah, Herman's in tow. Turkey's following our group of 5, and then the Herman is following the turkey.
Walking down, because the hermit also wants revenge for Flashy. That's his biggest thing. So he's walking down the road at night for revenge.
They drop off Allie, and then like everybody else at their houses or whatever. And I noticed that they said the same joke like several times.
Her
legs are about as closed as the John Rene Ramsey case or something. She said it when they left.
Yeah, she used the same joke.
Because Allie comes on to Johnny, and then she says it again, and they literally laugh like it is the funniest shit they've ever heard. And I thought it was going to be like, you said that already.
Nope. It was just, they did that on purpose.
They did it again. So they drop off Allie. Everybody gets dropped off. Johnny goes home, and then like he sees his mom, and she's like, "Oh, your dad's so glad to see you." And he's like, me, Dad and I haven't talked. And she goes, "Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago."
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, comedy. So he goes to talk to his dad, and his dad is very much like distant and like.
The dad is reading newspaper comics, the newspaper funnies, and then he's like, "Hey, Dad, how have you been?" And the dad's like, "Ugh," and he gets up and then like walks away, and the mom's like, "Please, that's our son. Talk to him."
And so like Johnny just says, "I'm gonna lie to him, and say that he got his vision back." So he goes to see his dad, but his dad was in the garage or whatever.
Outside, his dad was outside for this part.
Outside. So he tells his dad that I think he got the first string.
He's first string again,
and his dad like loves him, and then immediately gets killed.
Yeah, the dad's like, "Oh, son, that's amazing! I knew you were amazing." And the turkey pops up and just stabs again. The effects stabs the dad and kills him, and then cuts off the dad's head. And then you see again just terrible effects. Because in an earlier scene, you had Johnny and his dad playing football together, and he said, "Go long, son." So the turkey throws the dad's head at Johnny, says, "Go long, son," and throws the head at him, so he catches it. Stupid.
Yeah. And then, he goes in, he runs in the house and sees that the turkey has killed his mom as well.
Killed his mom.
So now he's like, "Oh, we need the turkey has come after us."
Yes.
And so like he goes to get the rest of the group.
Yep.
To I guess to protect them.
Yeah, but they can't connect with Allie.
So they can't connect with Allie. So.
Sure. So Allie, being Allie, is now hooking up with a random town guy, which cool. But the turkey sneaks in and then kills the town guy and then takes his place, I guess.
Yes.
And then starts having sex with Allie, and with everyone's fully clothed. Like literally, everyone is fully clothed here. And then and he's like, "Oh, that was amazing!" And then he breaks her neck. So then the group go to Allie's house. And how they know the turkey was there was there's a turkey feather. And
I thought it was gravy or something.
Yeah, so turkey feather first. And then B, there was a condom sized extra small, gravy flavored.
And then they say the joke again. About the John Renee's.
Well, Darren tries to say it and messes it up because Darren is a nerd and he can't say anything right.
So they find signs that the turkey has followed him. And he's killed both Johnny's parents and Allie.
Yep.
So they go to find information on how to kill the turkey.
Yes. So they're like, oh, we need to go to the library. And of course, it's like, what are you, stupid? The library's closed right now. And then Kristen's like, my father has books in the garage. Maybe he'll have a book on how to stop a killer turkey from 505 years ago in his garage.
As one does.
As one does. Yeah, I had that book in my house, don't you?
You check it out, you never return it. So for these moments.
So after they have that realization, the turkey, the master of disguise that he is, rings the doorbell of Kristen's house, to which her father opens it because there's a Thanksgiving pageant that he's the sheriff of and he's going to. So he enters dressed up in a cheesy turkey suit. And so now you have this really awkward father dressed in a turkey suit sitting across, and the turkey has like
glasses on,
the fake
Clark Kent shit.
The fake glasses and nose, like the novelty glasses and nose with the eyebrows. And he's like, "Oh, hey there," and he thinks he's a little person. And and then you have again, this movie was made in 2007. There are some off-color jokes that don't really fly now in 2022, 2023, etc. And this was one of them, but. So they're sitting across from each other, and the turkey just doesn't kill him immediately.
Because I think he's focused, which goes against his
against
what his
kill all white people.
But I think he was like solely focused on those five, the first ones he saw. And so like I guess he's gonna let the dad live. He's like, you got one more thing to say, because the dad is like just being very obtuse, very oblivious to who he is. And then he goes, such an odd duck. He's like, literally, he looks at the camera like, I tried.
He's like, well, that's the last straw. But also, it's funny because the turkey's like talking that he's like, well, sir, this is awkward as shit, so I'm going to head out. I'm like, what? So he decides to kill the father, and this happens off screen.
Yes.
And then the kids come home, or the 4 remaining kids ring on the doorbell. So then the turkey, again, being the master of disguise that he is, answers the door wearing a it's supposed to be the father's face, but again, it's very poorly done. Father's face on him, but you can clearly see it's a turkey, and he's this tall. But meanwhile, the girl Chris is like, "Oh, Daddy,
you look so weird.
You look so weird."
As if she's Red Riding Hood. Yeah, Grandma, your voice sounds so different.
Where did you get these claws, Grandmama? Yeah, very much that. And then, and she's like, "Oh, you got a haircut," because he takes off his hat. And then they go to the garage now to then figure out to research.
And then so Darren finds a book.
Yes.
And it's like literally saying how like you first need to, there's no way to kill it. There's a totem.
It has like a talisman on his body.
Sorry. Yeah. So you need to take the talisman. If you can't find it around its neck, it's in its plumage.
Yep.
And then there's a way to kill it, but it's like this equation that needs to be deciphered or something.
You look, it's like A squared plus B squared equals C squared. All this other random gibberish that's just a bunch of variables and exponents.
So while they're doing that, I think Billy goes off into the kitchen.
Billy's frustrated and hungry.
Yeah, so he goes to get something to eat, and you see the turkey in the kitchen with the dad's body, and it's like there's a bunch of like red stuff over his face, trying to show that
they cut his face off.
He cut his face off, and so like Billy goes, "What's happening over here?" He was like, "I'm just taking out the trash." And then he realizes slowly, because he's smooth dum-dum, that if that's you, and we're here,
that's the sheriff.
And Istanbul is in this area.
Exactly. Like, it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Clearly.
So so they, he calls the group in, they
wrestle with the turkey
and get the talisman.
They get the talisman.
But then the thing escapes. Runs off. And then so Billy wanders off frustrated.
Yeah, Billy's like, "You guys suck. This is stupid. I'm hungry. I leave." And he walks out.
So Darren figures out he deciphers the code that says we need to burn him at the stake.
We need to say this demonic spell backwards and then burn him at the stake, and that's how you can fool and
so
kill the turkey.
And then they're like, "Where are we going to find him?"
Yeah,
and it was like, well, in the book. What's getting all the answers? It says if he's not in his teepee,
he's killing one of your friends.
He's killing one of your friends. So they're like, well, where the hell is the teepee? Oh no,
Billy!
Yeah. So then we jump to Billy walking down the street. He's hungry.
Yeah,
he eats this imaginary turkey, which I don't know what the hell that was.
Again,
I think they were just bragging about their Photoshop skills.
Yeah, it was this stupid cooked turkey with again, very animated, dumb cooked turkey with steaming. But again, this was the turkey disguising himself as a cooked turkey. So you see Billy lift up this animated thing and go, nom, 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 and eat all of it. And then he's like, oh no, wait a second. And the turkey has a gun inside Billy. The turkey and Billy are inside of, and he shoots through his stomach.
Men in Black style.
Yeah, exactly. It shoots through his stomach and then pokes his head out.
It says, gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. That's the tagline. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker. Oh, right there.
So then Turkey runs off, and the group finds Billy on the street. Yeah. And there's this long montage.
I skipped through some of it. I did.
I literally was like, what the fuck is going on
here? Yeah,
man. So like Billy and Darren, apparently they were really good friends. Like Darren had just been introduced to the group for this Thanksgiving break.
But him and Billy are
and so like there's this montage of them like eating ice cream together and skipping through. And then it was like just drawn out.
It was. I did like, you know, on How We Watch, you can skip ahead 30 seconds. I was like, I'm just gonna 30 seconds. I'm like, it's cool. I can skip 2 minutes of this.
So then after this long-ass pointless montage, they find a teepee and they ambush the turkey.
Yes.
And it's very much on some Fred and Daphne. Yeah. And then like Velma doing all the work.
Yeah.
So they ambush the turkey and like
Time up with string.
Yeah. And then they're gonna
They say the spell.
It doesn't really work.
Well, the spell, so the turkey has like 4 protections, apparently. There's the talisman first you need to take off him. And then after the talisman, now you can say this. The talisman protects him from the spell. The spell takes away his invincibility or his invulnerability. But then even after they time up and say the spell, the turkey then starts to run away.
Yeah.
But then the hermit now comes back up
and shoots him in the head. And then like so that she's like, no, we still need to burn. I was like, oh no, he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah, he like lands in a trash can, and they're like, no, that's a dead turkey. It's
so fine. Then like they're like, let's go home and watch a movie.
Yeah, let's go home and watch movies.
And so like they go back, and it was like then you see this like Johnny and Kristen finally like get together.
They're now dating.
They show that they have feelings for one another.
They start making out, and Darren's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and like leave.
And so like then Johnny and Kristen are like, well, you know, I think he's dead unless he landed in a radioactive waste bin or something like that.
And you see the trash bin, and it's now glowing green because it's radioactive waste.
Fucking teenage mutant.
Exactly. Literally, it's like, unless it's radioactive waste, he's got to be dead. And it's radioactive waste, so he comes back to life.
He comes back, he kills Darren because he's, you know, isolated. And then Johnny goes in the kitchen to check on Darren because he hasn't seen him in a while. And he gets stabbed, I think, with an
electric carver. Electric carving knife.
And then, but Kristen comes in and kind of rescues Darren. So he takes him out of the house. But Darren still dies.
Yeah, Darren's dying. But then she says, do you still have that lighter? So then she has like hairspray or some kind of spray can in the lighter and then lights the turkey on fire with the hairspray with this can.
And finally burns him.
And then she has a baseball bat and hits him into like a, you know, old like when you start a bonfire and you stack the sticks up, because apparently that was just already made up for him. Of course. So like the sticks are all stacked up, so it's like, you know, a stake kind of thing. And then he burns there. Johnny dies, unfortunately, and their love can't finish. And the hermit's like, nice job. Yeah, I don't know. He just pops up because the hermit, after the turkey was dead, he was like, yeah, that turkey's dead. I'm out of here. Then the hermit pops up after she kills him the second time. He's like, nice job. That was good. And then.
So then the final scene of the movie is like this random family celebrating Thanksgiving, saying what they're thankful for. And then they have this huge turkey at the table cooked. And then like the turkey, like
they're praying.
The turkey animates and just says, do I smell a sequel, biatch?
And then the end. So they're all praying around the table. They're like, oh, everything's nice. Turkey starts wiggling and hops up. And then, And apparently there are 2 sequels.
I only saw Thankskilling 3.
Yeah, so there has to be a Thanksgilling 2.
Or maybe they just hopped to 3?
They might have, honestly.
Or maybe it was like called like Thankskilling like Retribution. No, it wasn't number 2.
It's crappy enough. Like this series is crappy enough. They might just have 2 movies, but they called the second movie the third movie. I could very much see that, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I haven't, if there are, I have not seen them. I've only seen this first one.
I shan't.
Yeah, I might. I'm not. I might. If I can find it.
Thanksgiving's coming up. I'm going home.
I might. But yeah, that is Thankskilling. It's a fever dream of a movie. Very quick. Again, an hour and 6 minutes.
An hour and 6 minutes. Really quick.
So, yeah. Mike, did your review change? Anything you'd like to...
It can't go any lower.
There could be a 0
It was a film, I guess.
If we could do a 0 out of 5 for a movie at some point.
No, we need a base, and this isn't it.
Yeah.
I will get still 1.5 out of 5. Okay. It was like there was some entertainment, but it was just like overall stupid.
Yes, it's stupid.
But it was quick. I will give it that.
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid. But again, you watch it if you want to watch it to say something like, "Oh, I watched a dumb movie that made me chuckle a few times." Cool. Again, it's violent, so it's not going to be for everybody. But it's not overly violent, but it's still a rated R movie. But again, it's dumb. but it's good for a couple cheap laughs. And so if you're interested after our thing, I would honestly recommend watching it. You can watch it on, I think, Tubi.tv.
Yeah.
Or
I think Tubi. T-U-B-I.
Yeah. .tv. It's on for free with ads. That's how we watched it because I haven't seen it in years. But again, thank you everyone so much for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm hoping, I know the holidays can be hard sometimes, so I'm hoping you're enjoying this holiday the best you can. If there is anything going on and you require help, please reach out to a hotline. I know the holidays can be hard for some people, but again, I'm thankful for all of you that are listening and watching. So thank you. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can reach out to any of our @. We are the 2 Meddling Kids. That is our Twitter and Instagram. Same with our TikTok and our YouTube channel. If you would like to reach out to us via email, we have 2meddlingkids@gmail.com. And we also have ask.2, the number 2, meddlingkidspod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to tell us any movies or anything to review, please let us know. If you'd like to reach out to me personally, my @ are edhunt77. So that's my Instagram and Twitter. My Facebook's my name. Feel free to add me on that too, I guess. Mike, how can they reach you?
You can reach me on Instagram @daysfromlegendary.
Perfect. Awesome, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Again, we're thankful for you. Bye.